And who might you be to ask a dwarf his name? Bloody ignorant outlander, I'd say. As if a dwarf would give his name. I was saying that it was bloody rude of you to be asking me, a dwarf, for his name. It's not something to be thrown out and away like the day's rubbish. City dwarf? How dare you? I'm of one of the oldest clans in all of Arcanum. Rescind your comment at once. I've no stomach for spilling dwarven blood, but I will to defend my honour. What? You insult my beard? I'll break you in half. Die! You think you're made of the stuff to help me rein it in, Outlander? You'd better be sure. A dwarf fights every battle as if it is his last. I suppose you're none to blame, stranger. Perhaps I am a little quick-tempered myself. Please forgive my harsh words. You may call me Magnus. Well, I suppose there might be different traditions among different clans. Perhaps I've been a bit too quick-tempered. Please call me Magnus. Well, dwarves are an ancient race, and our traditions run deep. A dwarf's true name, his family name, is a sacred thing, a thing of mystery and power. Magnus is my common name. If I knew you well, I'd also tell you my family name. But Magnus will do for now. Dwarven names are symbolic, a reflection of our history, who we are. A dwarf who gives just anyone his name has no respect for that history. It's nice to meet an outlander who tries to understand our ways. Well met, my friend. Now, how can I help you? Perhaps I judged you too quickly, brother. Forgive me. Well met. How may I help you? What is it that you need to know? Yes, I do. And I curse the day I ran across the devils who own it. Ungodly bunch they are. I can only guess what goes on behind those doors. That building is the headquarters for the infamous P. Schuyler and Sons. What can I divulge, you ask? Where would you like me to begin? P. Schuyler and Sons is the oldest business in Tarrant, a trader in jewellery and the occasional rare or sought-after trinket or bauble. Their business reputation is untarnished, second to none. Strange. Strange doesn't begin to describe what they are. Do you know that no one has seen the supposed owner, Polonius Schuyler, or his sons in more than 15 years? And even then, the gentleman who saw them, a trader in gems from Ireland, died a week later from what they could only describe as consumption. Have you heard about the Eyeless Five? 8 years ago, there were 5 ruby pendants sold at auction through P. Schuyler and Sons. All the ladies who wore them were murdered, their eyes plucked from their heads. Who knows what atrocities are committed within these walls? People swear they hear strange noises within the building when the sun sets. Clanking of chains, moanings, muffled screams. Do you see the symbol carved above their name, the bird with the snake's head? Do you know what it is? The Derianka, the ancient order of the dead. A griffin? Use your eyes, woman. It's obviously a most dark and dreaded talisman. A griffin? Use your eyes, man. It's obviously a most dark and dreaded talisman. Why do madmen do anything? They're bloody madmen, that's why. If you're not going to use the sense you were born with, then I'll not continue. Suffice it to say that P. Schuyler and Sons is an extremely unusual company. And I'm not the only one to think so. A coincidence? Stack bricks and you get a brick wall. What else is a man to call it? No matter. Ask around. You'll find I'm not the only one who thinks something weird is going on behind those doors. I might ask you the same, my friend. You seem awfully curious about P. Schuyler and Sons. What brings you here? What? I'll not take such words from the likes of you. It's said a dwarf's patience is as long as his axe handle. Perhaps you'd like to find out. Interesting. I, too, am investigating one of their products. I saw it for sale in a pawn shop down the merchant's quarter, and it had their imprint. Would you like to see it? Nondescript. This bracelet is ancient. An unbelievable find. And the final piece to a puzzle I've spent my whole life trying to unravel. Don't you see? There, a cross. And there, a sunburst. All of these are old dwarven characters, symbols in a lost language. These are landmarks in my people's history, milestones for the Dwarven Age. Scratchings? Are you blind? These markings were carved. Only time has faded their beauty. Do you see these Dwarven gauntlets I wear? They were given to me by my grandfather, who in turn received them from his. Do you see the symbol carved on them? It's the same as the symbol carved on the bracelet. These gauntlets are the only link I possess to my ancestors, my clan, lost to my family since before any of us can remember. Never ask a dwarf the name of his clan! I'd sooner cut my beard than tell you the sacred name of my people. Such an action might be considered blasphemy. And as for my family, that's none of your concern. We were lost to them, and I've spent the last 200 years looking for where they might have gone. Well, that's another dwarven tradition. We don't talk about our age with outlanders. Yes, well, perhaps you're descended from a less orthodox clan than I. That must be it. Superstitious? These are age-old dwarven rituals. Have some respect. That, my friend, is the point of this whole story. I've tried on multiple occasions to speak with the Skylers concerning this bracelet and where they got it, but I've been stonewalled by their employees from the very beginning. They're hiding something. I know it. Stones and blood. They are trying to cover something up. The sources behind their inventory, the reasons for their reclusiveness, who knows? But I do know that I'm going to find out where they got this bracelet, regardless of what is necessary to do so. Perhaps. I do see some potential in you, my friend, and you seem trustworthy. Done. Let us proceed and throw some light on this mystery. A dwarf always chooses his companions wisely. And I just don't know about you. I do wish you luck in your search, though. If I do find anything out, I'll share it with you. Wait, my friend. I have an idea. Why don't you and I collaborate on this? 2 heads are better than one. Perhaps we'll both get our answers, and more quickly at that. Splendid. Let's proceed together, then, and uncover whatever might hide within those walls. Onward. I understand completely, friend. If you reconsider, I'll be around. In any case, good luck with your quest, and wherever it might take you. Perhaps I would at that, friend. You seem a persistent fellow, and you appear more trustworthy with each of our meetings. Good show. We'll unravel this mystery together, then. Sorry, but as I told you before, no. Of course, my friend. Good to see you again. Let's finally get to the bottom of this P. Schuyler and Sons business. I told you. I found an ancient bracelet that I believe was made by the lost clan of my family. It was stamped with P. Schuyler and Sons, and so far I've been unable to get any information from them about the bracelet. I'm merely waiting for an opportunity to find out more. You're as dull as a dizzard, friend. Such a shame you won't last long in Tarrant. Is there something I can help you with? What? You're worse than I thought. One more time? Yes. This is the store of P. Schuyler and Sons. Filthy bastards. Why do you want to speak with them? I can't understand a thing you're trying to say. You're beyond help, I believe. May the gods smile on your plight and take you soon. Good day. I have no time for you, my dim-witted friend. Please, find someone else to bother. You've gone and put yourself on my bad side. I think it would be in your best interest to leave this dwarf alone. A commendable attempt at reconciliation, but I just don't think I can get over my grievances with you. You are quite determined. Oh, all right. I can't help but forgive your obvious character flaws. Your mouth has cost you your life today, stranger. I do see your point, stranger. I was quite mistaken about you. It's obvious to me now. Please, forgive the outburst. What? What did you find? I see. So there was a dwarven tomb down there, and they were desecrating it. Thank you, my friend. The Schuyler's got what they deserved. That's quite a story. Quite a story indeed. Well, I'm glad you found your answers, friend. Looks like my search continues. Good luck to you. No. I don't think so. Oh, I might as well just tell you. I have no idea who my clan is, and this old bracelet isn't going to show me. Look at this thing. Those aren't even carvings. The bloody scratches. But I wanted so bad to see something, to find anything. Oh, just forget it. Oh, I'll try not to, my friend. I'm sure it will all work out for the best. Well, good luck to you. Was there anything else? Yes, you don't seem such a bad individual. Maybe it would be better if we travelled together. After all, 2 heads are better than 1, especially if any of them are dwarven. Ha! Let's be off then. What? You dealt with those monsters? After what they've done to that dwarven tomb? I can't believe it. You're no friend of mine. Of that I am certain. Good day to you. Well, I was here because I thought the Skylers might know something about my clan. Well, I'm a dwarf without a home, really. Our clan was lost to my family a long time ago. The only clue I have to who they were is an old pair of dwarven gauntlets given to me by my grandfather. See, here is the symbol of my clan, but nobody knows who they were. I found this bracelet a few weeks ago. I tried to convince myself that the carvings on its face might be the symbol of my lost clan. There was also the Skylar imprint on the bracelet, so I thought they might know where it came from. Why? What happened with the Skylers? What? Are you mad? You've gone and made fast friends with those grave robbers inside P. Skylar and Sons? I'm sorry, but dwarves don't associate with those types of individuals. Good day to you. Oh, well, perhaps you're not as close with them as I thought you were. So, you've decided to grow some brains in that skull of yours, eh? Maybe you and I might have more in common than I first thought. How can I help you? What do you need to know? What would you like me to do? It's about time. A dwarf never likes to wait. Let's go. I'll wait here. But you'd best not keep me waiting long. A dwarf has better things to do than wait around for the likes of you. As if I wanted to travel with an ignorant outlander like you, anyhow. Well, perhaps we'll meet again. Good day to you, madam. As if I wanted to travel with an ignorant outlander like you, anyhow. Well, perhaps we'll meet again. Good day to you, sir. Well, if it isn't the wandering outlander. What do you want of me? I'm sorry, friend, but I go nowhere with this creature. I say it's a bad idea. But I suppose I can stay with you. A dwarf is no bloody deserter. But I think you're making a mistake. He was once a servant of the bloody Darien Ka. Don't you remember the damned Skylers? You can't trust people like those. Dark magics and grave robbing. These are no things for a dwarf to get himself involved in. I'm afraid you're going to have to make a choice, my friend. Choose well. Was there anything else? Well, I suppose a dwarf always likes to be moving. And I think your party could use the advantage of some dwarven wisdom in any case. Let's be off. Where the bloody hell were you? I waited for an age and a day. I'll not be kept waiting for the likes of you. Well, I suppose I could come along with you. Not that I've forgotten how badly I have been treated. I'll expect a little more consideration in the future, mind you. Let's be off then. I've never been out of the city. I mean, this country is unfamiliar to me. I've never been out of the city. I mean, this country is unfamiliar to me. This is Tarrant, my friend. Can't say as I know much about it. I do know that if you need to find someone in particular, you should stop by the Hall of Records. When I was looking for P. Skylar and Sons, that's what I did. I believe this is Blackroot. I seem to remember something in the news about Blackroot wanting to join the Unified Kingdom. Other than that, it's best known as a port town, boats coming in and out and the like. Nothing a dwarf would take an interest in. Caledon? Yes, I'm actually from here. I've lived here for many, that I've visited here many times. You know, on my travels, during my search. It's a beautiful city. I recommend seeing the royal castle. It's quite a feat of architecture. More than likely, the dwarves had something to do with it. Dernholm? A dying kingdom, and that's putting it nicely. King Praetor has made some, let's call them questionable judgments concerning the use of technology in his kingdom. It just goes to show what happens when you put too much store in the ways of magic. Kintara, home of the elves? I don't know anything, nor do I care to, thank you very much. I'd rather not speak of it anymore. The Black Mountain clan? Oh, they're quite a famous clan. I'd tell you more, but dwarves don't talk about other clans when they're not around. You know, dwarven tradition. Sorry, I can't say more. Yes, this is the Wheel clan, home of King Logair Thunderstone. Watch your bloody step around here, and try not to embarrass me. More than likely, I'll run into someone I know here, and probably have a few relatives here as well. This is the town of Stillwater. I know they make fine weapons here, if you're interested in that sort of thing. More than one master sword maker has come out of this small town. Yes, this is bloody Tula, city of mages. Ugh, you can feel the magic in this place. Makes me want to lose my breakfast just thinking about it. What do I need to know? It's full of elves, and they're fairly disagreeable elves at that. So, not to put too fine a point on it, I know that I don't like it at all. And the sooner we can get out of here, the better. Any other bloody questions? Thanatos? Bloody Monster Island. A place of death. And for some reason, I agreed to come along. Remind me to get my head examined when we get back to the mainland. If we get back there. Wait a minute. Where the hell have you been? What do I mean? I know you've been off talking with those Skylers. And you thought you could do it behind my back. As if I wouldn't know. Nope. I'll hear no more of it. Leave me be. Beyond the rumours of murder, mysticism, and foul play. No, I think that just about covers what I know, my friend. Gilbert Bates? Who doesn't know him? He invented the steam engine. For a human, he's quite a sharp fellow. Of course, the dwarves are the most skilled technologists. But everyone knows that. What? An island? No self-respecting dwarf makes it his business to know about islands. Too much bloody water about it. Give a dwarf mountains and valleys, but keep him away from water. Ugh, the thought. Didn't we already go over this? I don't know a bloody thing about islands, and if I did, I sure wouldn't want to know about someplace called the Isle of Despair. I've known some slow learners, but are you serious? Me, Magnus Shale Fist, know how to get to Kintara? Why the bloody hell would I know how to get to Kintara? I'd rather cut my beard than be caught dead in such a place. Kintara. Elves! Ugh! Ah, yes. The Wheel clan is the ruling clan over all dwarves in Arcanum. Their clan chieftain and our king is Logair Thunderstone. He is a fierce warrior and wise. Not that those qualities are uncommon in dwarves, of course. Dark elves? Don't know any. But since I don't much like regular elves, I can't imagine myself being too fond of them. Aranax? I don't know much, beyond the fact that he doesn't like you too much. I'd rather steer clear of that fellow. Nasreddin? Isn't he the fellow that those bloody Panari are always chanting over? We dwarves put little stake in long-dead elves, as I'm sure you can well imagine. Wait, aren't you supposed to be him? Or some such foolishness? This whole thing gives me a headache. I'm not quite sure I heard you right. Were you asking me about islands again? I know you weren't asking me about islands. The Ring of Brodgar. My family visited there once, when I was younger. They've got quite a gift shop there, from what I remember. But the whole time I was there, I felt sick. I think that damned place is stained with magic. Or at least that's what legend tells. Why in hell would you think I'd know such a bloody thing? I have a hard enough time keeping you out of trouble. Now you want me to find this Aranax as well? I know that dwarves are resourceful, but even I have my limits. What do I know about the bloody void? I know I don't like it here one bloody bit. Let's get our business done and get back to Arcanum. I've had just about enough of legends, prophecies, and anything of that sort. Kurgan, let's see. Aside from the fact that he's one of the most evil beings that was ever banished from the face of Arcanum, I can't say I know a whole lot about the fellow. Did you expect me to be friendly with him, perhaps? What kind of a fool question is that? What to do now? The game's over. Go home. Turn off the bloody computer. Start saving your money for Arcanum 2. How dare you speak of treaties with these creatures? Will you ignore the crimes they have committed against my people? Does the friendship I've offered you mean anything? Fine. If I must, I will fight them, even alone. But I ask you one last time, please, join me against these monsters and help me to avenge my people. We've fought together as brothers, as friends. I've bled with you. Don't turn on me now. Look, it's an ancient dwarven burial ground. I can't believe what's been done here. It's a travesty. Gods! They're using dwarven zombies to do this grisly work. These truly are my lost people, and their resting place has been desecrated. Strange? Of course they look strange. They've been raised from the dead to work as mindless labourers. You'd look strange too if somebody did the same to you. When I find out who's responsible, there's a price that's going to be paid. Do what you will. I'm going to do whatever I feel is necessary. Good. Then I can count on you to fight by my side. What? Who are you to make judgments about dwarven stonework? You're not even a dwarf, and you're bloody stupid as well. Primitive dwarves. Well, a dwarf isn't one to complain. But I have to say, the way you've been acting has put me into a foul mood. There is something, though. Every dwarf likes a whiff of good dwarven snuff. Call it a peace offering, if you will. Oh, I don't know why I bother with you, but I can't seem to deny you anything. Just watch yourself from now on. I won't be made a fool of. That's much better. Thank you, my friend. Let's say that all is forgotten. Yes? Well, make it quick. I won't be taken advantage of. A dwarf has his needs, just like anyone else. I'm not long for this adventure, friend. I'll tell you that much. Let's humour this old fool for a while. He might be able to help us, and if playing along with his delusions helps our cause, I'm willing to do so. This city dwarf? Of course not. I am a dwarf of the old tradition. I care little for these dwarves who forget their history and their heritage. What? You must be joking. Look at him. He's grown soft. And his beard. I'd go so far as to say he probably trims it. Don't take the farce too far. Wait! Look, leave the old fool alone. He means no harm. I'm sure we can find a way around this. I'm warning you. I'll not have you spilling dwarven blood, even if it is just the blood of a crazy old dwarf who doesn't know what he's talking about. Yes, fine then. As if I'd let you kill a dwarven brother. Die! What are you doing? Those are mine. My grandfather gave me those. They're my only connection to my lost clan. Give them back right now. I will only say this once. Give those back to me, or it will be war between you and I. That is my final word and warning. Outlanders, never any respect for another dwarf's property. Then war it shall be. Defend yourself. Thank you. Hello. It's a pleasure to meet you. Greetings, friend. Hello. Well, it's so good to see you again, my friend. So, we meet again. Hello again. I'm done with that. Indeed. As if a dwarf would associate with someone who couldn't dress themselves properly. Well, I must say I've never been fond of barbarians. Strange company you keep, friend. Oh, bloody blazes. It's another magicer touting his spells. You'd never see a dwarf acting so foolish. Ah, such a shame. But such is what comes of magic. What? Who? Damned wizards and their ways. Show yourself, coward. You're a disgrace to your race, madam. You're a disgrace to your race, sir. What? You're bothering me. I don't want anything to do with you or your kind. You again. I didn't like you much the first time. Gods, you're back? Just leave me alone. Such a shame. Well, that's what you get for messing with magic. No, you're just too damned evil for my tastes. Sorry, but I just plain don't like you. Well, good day to you then. Can't say I'm sorry to see you go. Goodbye. Sure, I'll do it right away. What? I'll do no such thing. Oh! What are you, a clumsy dolt? Don't hit me. An impressive attack. Oh, you'll not defeat anyone like that, friend. Eh? Nope, It looks like you've got a full house already. Sorry, but you don't quite seem you're ready to lead anyone yet. No, I think you're a bit green just yet. Come back after you've seen a little more of the world. Ah! Get me out of here! Ah, this looks like a job for a dwarf. You bloody fool! Don't be attacking your own friends. Hey, I don't understand why we're attacking such a decent type. I won't do this for much longer. Wait, this person is from my home. You'd better leave them alone. Hey, that's a friend of mine. Stop attacking right now. You're not acting like the person I thought you were. If you continue on this evil path, you'll be without me. Sorry to say it, but I'm liking you less and less. If things don't change, I'll be going my own way. My friend, I've been wounded terribly. Quickly, I need healing. I can't believe it. Tell me, my friend, do you recognize that symbol on the wall? It's the symbol of my lost clan. The symbol on the gauntlets that my grandfather gave to me. He said it was our family symbol. The symbol of the Iron Clan. I can't believe it. I mean, the Iron Clan. My grandfather would tell me stories of them. Legends. I never thought they were real. I never dreamed that I would. That I am. I can't believe it. The Iron Clan. My grandfather would tell me stories of them. Legends. I never thought they were real. I never dreamed that I would. That I am. Well, I suppose I will rebuild the clan. Ha! It doesn't seem possible, but there it is. The symbol of my people. I have a great legacy to uphold, and I will do so. Yes, of course. I have much to think on, much to consider. But regardless of the choice made, I pledge also the friendship of the Iron Clan to you, Loger Thunderstone. You are truly a dwarf among dwarves, and it has been my honor to fight at your side. Huh? What do you mean? Part ways? What? Are you mad? My place is with you. As if you could get along without me. You're going to need a dwarf from the Iron Clan if you want to get through this affair in one piece. I stand with you, if you will have me. I see. I suppose the day had to come. I wish you the best, my friend. I, Magnus Shalefist of the Iron Clan, will always be your friend. Of course, you bloody fool. I'd have it no other way. We'll finish this thing together, whatever is to come. It seems we part ways here, for now. Good luck to you, my friend. Yes. I've told you that there are different traditions among different clans, and oh, blast it. Is it my affair if every dwarf wants to yell his name from the mountaintop? Yes, well, I don't like you questioning my beliefs or my knowledge. I'm a dwarf by Alberic. I bloody well know what dwarfs do and don't do. Rowan's Almond. What? Are you implying that I need that blasted book to tell me about being a dwarf? If you weren't a woman, I'd wring your neck right here. Rowan's Almond. What? Are you implying that I need that blasted book to tell me about being a dwarf? Why, I should wring your neck right here and now. That's better. It's a testament to my dwarven patience that I don't box your ears right here and now. I accept your apology, my friend. I know that dwarven tradition can be a little confusing to a novice like yourself. Fine. Bloody fool. Questioning my knowledge about things dwarven. Yes, your majesty. I am Magnus Shalefist, sir. At your service, sir. What clan, you ask? Well, you see, your majesty, that's a bit complicated. I'm from one of the oldest... there's no use in lying to you. I don't know what clan I'm from. My family hasn't known for a long time. Yes, your majesty. It's just that I've looked for them for so long. I want so much to be able to find them, or to know who they were. I want so much to be a part of dwarven history, to make a difference. Your majesty, might I speak to you for a moment, sir? I am Magnus Shalefist, your majesty. And my clan is, well, I have no clan, your majesty. They have been lost to my family for a long time. I do not deny that a great wrong was done to the dwarven people, your majesty. But this girl had no part of that, and she has been a loyal companion to us. I may have no clan, but I am still a dwarf, and I do not choose my friends lightly. I speak for this girl, and I stand by her. Hey, give that over. I didn't say you could go and take my personal property. That's a special book to me. Ah, yes, that was a gift from an old friend. Bloody useless thing. Carry it more to get a laugh than anything else. As if a dwarf would need such a foolish book. Well, I mean, you know, it holds sentimental value for me. If you wouldn't mind just giving it back. Yes, of course, you keep it for a while. As I said, good for a laugh or two. But, could you just make sure and return it? I mean, when you're quite through, it was a gift after all, you know, lots of memories. And, well, just make sure it stays in one piece. Yes, well, thank you. I'll just put this away for safekeeping. Nothing important, really. Thank you, my friend, for fighting by my side. I'd like to share something with you. My family name. The name of my family is Shale Fist, and I, Magnus Shale Fist, am grateful to you. The dwarves of this clan would also be grateful to you. Were they not long dead? No, I don't think so. I so wanted to find a clue as to who or where that I came from. But I don't think these dwarves are my lost clan. Yes, I suppose I'll travel with you a while. I won't, my friend. I guess I can keep looking, in any case. Would you mind if I continue travelling with you? That's good. You can always use a dwarf in your party. That's what I always say. They're usually the only level heads in the bunch. Yes, let's do so. I give you my thanks for raising me from the dead. It's much more enjoyable on this side, if you know what I mean. Yes, I'd be glad to. Let's get going. Greetings, friend. Can I help you? Is there anything else? What's this? Oh, no! I'm dead! But more importantly, this is no proper death for a dwarf. Please, bring me back from the dead. My thanks to you for resurrecting me. Even a dwarf needs a helping hand once in a while.
I'm sorry, but I can't look past your obvious flaws. Please, just leave me alone. Oh, I'm very sorry. You'll have to forgive me. You are most assuredly an individual of good character. Oh, you think so? I don't think you have any idea what you're getting yourself into. Yes, I suppose I can overlook your faults for now. What is it that you want of me? No, you're correct. We've never met. My name is very old and very long. Perhaps it would be best if you simply called me Raven. Of course, certainly. How can I help you? I'm sorry, but it looks like you have no choice but to help. If not, I can't say as you'll ever get in to see my mother. What do you say? I wouldn't even joke about that, stranger. You'd be dead before you even thought twice of it. Now, are you going to help us or not? If not, I suggest you leave. The Silver Lady. Oh, you mean my mother. That's quite a request, and one not so easily granted. That might very well be. But you're not from here, and I'm very cautious when it comes to who sees my mother. She may be our queen, but I oversee the daily matters here in Kintara. That might very well be. But forgive me if I don't let a strange dwarf walk right in and converse with my mother. She may be our queen, but I oversee the daily matters here in Kintara. And believe me when I tell you that no one sees my mother until I see it is necessary. She may be our queen, but I oversee the daily matters here in Kintara. You'll have your chance. Forgive me if I seem a little abrupt, but I've many things on my mind today, and there's much to be done. Once I've taken care of some of the more pressing matters, I'll talk with you about your needs. Your offer is greatly appreciated, my friend. We'd appreciate any help you might be willing to give. Why, yes, it's always a pleasure to work with an elven sister from the outside. We'd love to have your help. Why, yes, it's always a pleasure to work with an elven brother from the outside. We'd love to have your help. I'm not sure. You are a dwarf, after all. I'm making no judgments about you as an individual, but elves and dwarves do not always see eye to eye. It's possible. You are human, and one of our problems does concern humans. No offense, but your race is a mystery to me. There is a group of humans camped about a day's journey from here. We know not what they want, but where humans go, trouble usually follows. The place they are camped at is called Falcon's Egg, and it is considered a holy place for the elves of Kintara. We would like you to find out why the humans are there and remove them. Of course. What would you like to know? Falcon's Acre, as I told you, is elven holy ground. Many years ago there was an elven queen, and her name was Falcon. She was out hunting one day and with her bow shot a stag. When she had caught up with it, it was lying next to a pool of water, slowly bleeding from a wound in its side. The stag spoke to her, and within it were the spirits of the elves who had become the soul of the stag, and with her arrow she had pierced both it and them. And they were both sad and afraid, as the stag's life was their own, and when it died, so would they. She could do nothing. She sat with the stag's head in her arms, sang its stories, and washed its wound with her tears. And the ache in her heart grew as the old elven voices faded, grew so much that when they finally passed, she passed with them. It doesn't matter to me how you remove them, but you must understand this. Under no circumstances are you to shed blood on that ground. The spirits there exact their price, and you do not want to pay it. Do you understand? Do not raise your hand against another. It's not far from here. I'll mark your map with the location. Splendid. Are you sure you understand what needs to be done? There are a few things that are very important that you know. Good. I thank you for your help, and good luck to you. I'll await your return. Good. I thank you for your help, and good luck to you. I'll await your return. My manners and your opinion of them are of little importance in comparison with the safety of this village, stranger. If you've a problem with that, you're more than welcome to leave. Oh, really, stranger? You're quickly wearing out your welcome, as well as my patience. There's a quicker way back down to the forest floor. Perhaps you'd like to see it. Insult or threaten me again, stranger, and I swear you won't see the end of this day. Fool! You'll regret the day you ever stepped into Kintara. I'm very busy, and I can't say as to how long you'll be waiting, but feel free to walk around Kintara. Check back with me later. I'm very busy, and I can't say as to how long you'll be waiting, but feel free to walk around Kintara. Check back with me later. Yes, who were they? And did you remove them? This is your problem, my friend. You know the rules. Do not raise a hand against them in violence. Just think about it. I'm sure something will come to you. Thank you very much. Your help in the matter is much appreciated. Now, what was it you needed to speak to my mother about? A dark tale full of pain. And it would seem that the blame lies with us, the elves. I do not, and none of the elves who live here bear it. But it bothers me very much, pulls darkly at my heart and mind. There is another possibility, one I'd rather not think of. No, you need to speak with my mother of these things. She will know what to do. She's just beyond the large door behind me. But be warned, my mother is a magical being of great power. Her spirit swims in the flow, and sometimes she is more of that world than this one. What she sees is not always what we see, so her answers might seem strange to you. Ask what you wish to know, and listen. When you're through speaking with her, come and find me. And what did you ask her about? Of course. What did you want to talk about? I see. Well, return to me when you've spoken with her. I may be able to help you in understanding what she says. Black Mountain Clan. What did she see? Mingarad. What did she see? As we said, the running man might represent Renford A. Terwilliger, a researcher who was captured and then escaped from the Dark Elves. The Leaves were not sure about, but I think it would be wise to seek out Mr. Terwilliger in Tarrant. Ravens and a storm? And why did the storm subside and then rage once again? Nothing in my mother's visions is ever what it seems. We'll have to think on this. As you told her, this must have been the man you know as Gilbert Bates. She saw him because he plays such a large role in their fate. I'm not sure what that represents, but I know that fire in her visions often represents magic. And the water you say quenched it? Or did the flame burn itself out? There are two separate visions. The flame again represents magic, but twisted somehow, burning darkly. And did you say that the Black Mountain Clan was near this flame? The mirrored plain, a white sky, a lone figure. The worlds on either side of that mirror are the same. Who could say which one is real? Odd. What the Screaming Man and his key represent, I have no idea. But I do know that the official symbol for the city of Caledon is a wolf, with one paw raised in the air. I'm not so sure. Remember, my mother's visions are shackled by neither our eyes nor our time. The events she describes might be in either the future or the past. Let's look at all she said before we go any further. There's something about that entire vision which pulls at my memory, especially the ring. I'll think about it further. I have no idea. Interesting. That's the ancient symbol of the Malokian hand. Do you know of it? The Malokian hand were assassins for what used to be known as the Darien Ka, the ancient order of the dead. The Darien Ka were a shadowy group who formed during the Age of Legends. Their membership and their agenda were always very secret. I know little about them beyond the most cursory knowledge, but there have always been rumors about who they were and what they were doing. As I said, the Malokian hand were their assassins. From what I remember of what was written about them, the hand was ejected from the Order of the Dead on grounds of doctrinal differences. There was a small struggle, and then the hand disappeared. There are always rumors of its reemergence, but from what I know, that's all they are. Rumors. I agree. But I don't know why they would be involved in this business. Very interesting. I don't really know, although it would seem that perhaps they are being misled. Blindness in my mother's visions is sometimes associated with deception. As far as the man in the mask was draped in truth, I have no idea. This one is the most interesting of all, and it seems that my fears may have well been correct. Do you remember when I told you that the name of Mingarod bothered me in some way? Well, I believe that may have been so because Mingarod is a dark name, a dark elf name. Do you know of the Dark Elves? It's a long story. But sometime during the Age of Legends, many years even before my mother was born, there were a group of elves who separated themselves. There were philosophical differences, and they were no longer welcome in our forests. Those elves became what we know as the Dark Elves. The Age of Legends refers to a time in Arcanum's history when things were much different than they are now. There was an elven council that ruled over all of the races, and magic was a large part of everyone's lives. It was a time of heroes and great good, and also of great evil. A time before the rise of technology, before the Dwarven clan wars, before the mages left for Tula. They believe that this world and all of its races are subject to elven rule. They believe that elves are superior because of our close connection to nature, our power in the ways of magic, and the longevity of our physical form. They see the other races as bumbling children who need our guidance, regardless of its severity. The elves of Kintara, in fact all other elves, believe that everything and everyone has a rightful place in the experience which forms this reality. Elves feel that very little, if anything, ever happens that isn't part of the natural progression of that state. They feel no superiority because of their advantages. That is just the role they have been picked to play. Unfortunately not. The Dark Elves are seen in the same light as everyone else. They have the role, and they are playing it. I believe, well, let us say that I don't always see eye to eye with those in Kintara concerning the rightful place of the Dark Elves. My role here is as protector. I will do so regardless of the cost. My mother's vision of the lost children was referring, I believe, to the Dark Elves. They were hidden from her because they are hidden from all of us. Through magic and isolation, we've not seen where they live for almost 500 years. There was a man many years ago who had come to the Glimmering Forest to study the elves, and I remember that he was very interested in the Dark Elves especially. There were rumors about his capture by them and an escape. As I said, he was a researcher. A strange little man, a bit overdressed, but kind-hearted and very intelligent. I was young then, a mere 160 years old. He was the first human I'd ever seen. His name? It was a long time ago, but I remember because he said it so often. I think humans just like hearing the sound of their own names. Terwilliger. Dr. Renford A. Terwilliger. I can hear him saying it even now. I don't know. It almost seemed in the vision that the flock who consumed him were more interested in the leaves, and my mother even said to find what was left behind, these leaves might very well be what we're looking for. What is it you've seen? Yes, interesting. It does paint an interesting picture, and it might change the way we think about some of them. The ravens circling the storm, the man who had his eyes plucked out by the birds, and now this man dropping leaves. Interesting. She could mean almost anywhere. But if I were to make a guess, I'd say she was talking about the human city of Tarant. It lies in the Gulf of Morbihan, and its, what do you call them? Factories are always belching smoke into the skies. That and I know that Terwilliger was from there. You have a place to begin your search, my friend. It would seem that if you need to find this Mingarod, you're going to need to find the village of the Dark Elves. The only person who might know where they are is Renford A. Terwilliger. He may or may not be in Tarrant, but it's a good place to start looking. You impress me, my friend. Few are those like you who would take this burden upon themselves. You've earned my respect. You impress me, my friend. Few are those like you who would take this burden upon themselves. You've earned my respect. Perhaps I misjudged you, but no matter. Your actions, however they are motivated, are noble. Good luck. Return to me when you've found the Dark Elves and tell me what you've uncovered. Perhaps I misjudged you, but no matter. Your actions, however they are motivated, are noble. Good luck. Return to me when you've found the Dark Elves and tell me what you've uncovered. There are strong bonds between women such as we. Good luck. Return to me when you've found the Dark Elves and tell me what you've uncovered. Thank you for the compliment. Looks like we're going to be good friends. Return to me when you've found the Dark Elves and tell me what you uncover. We'll have much to discuss when you return. Return to me when you've found the Dark Elves and tell me what you uncover. We will have much to discuss. Yes, of course. Forgive me. I'll detain you no longer. Return to me when you've found the Dark Elves and tell me what you've uncovered. Yes, of course. Forgive me. I'll detain you no longer. Return to me when you've found the Dark Elves and tell me what you've uncovered. All right, but return soon. We need to talk further about these visions. I don't believe we've found yet what we're looking for. Okay, but return any time you'd like to speak about them. Was there anything else? I'm so very glad you've returned to us. Did you find the village of the Dark Elves? What happened since you left us? I'm so glad you returned safely, so very relieved. Are you hurt? Perhaps you need some healing. Very well, perhaps another time. What news do you bring of Mintgarad? Did you find him? Then I shall heal you. Are you ready? There. You say you have news? Yes, of course. What did you find out? Did you find the village of the Dark Elves? Tell me what happened. That's quite an adventure. But it seems you found what you were looking for. And this Mintgarad, did you find him? Did he tell you what happened to the Black Mountain clan? So, Mintgarad is a woman. I'd very much like to meet her. So do I. So do I. And what did you find out from this Mintgarad? You killed her? That's truly unfortunate, elven ways being what they are. Nicely done. What did she tell you? She? And what did she have to say? You were there long enough. Obviously you two had much to discuss. And that is perhaps the best compliment I've ever received. Thank you. Tell me of this Mintgarad. What did she say? Killed her? Was that really necessary? I mean, the elven ways say. I'm sure she deserved it. What did she tell you? Dedication? He wrote something? I mean, why would he? Well, what did he say? What a wonderful thing to say. Well, he always was so very thoughtful. Of course. I'm so sorry to have wasted your time. So, what of this woman, Mintgarad? What did she tell you? Of course. I'm so sorry to have wasted your time. So, what of Renford? How is he? Is he still living in Tarrant? Oh, nothing. That was a long time ago. It doesn't bother you, does it? Philandering? You dare to make such a judgment about my character? You go too far. And it seems I've overestimated your character. Very well. And what of Renford? Is he still living in Tarrant? And that is perhaps the best compliment I've ever received. Thank you. Please, tell me. Did you find Renford? How is he? No. What happened? Was he killed by the Dark Elves? Consumed as in my mother's vision? Poor Renford. He had so much of his life ahead of him. Yes, of course. He was human after all. I always forget how short-lived they are. Poor Renford. And what did you find in Senang? An old man? Oh, my, yes, I'd forgotten. Humans have such little time. They are so unlike the rest of us. I will miss Renford. And what did you find in Senang? An old man? Oh, my, yes, I'd forgotten. You humans have so little time. No, let's speak of it later. And what did you find in Senang? And what did she say? What does it say? So, the Black Mountain clan was banished in order to help Aranex weaken the wards. He's really coming back. We elves are a magical race and wise to the ways of ruin and prophecy. But I never really thought... Regardless, we must act. You must speak to my mother. She may be able to see what is to be done. Aranex? What would he have to do with all of this? Yes, and now Mingarad says that you can't stop it, and mentions Aranex. Perhaps this is more grave than any of us know. My mother will know the course we should take. She may be able to see through all of this and tell us what is to be done. The story of Aranex is an old one. He was a powerful elf who lived in the Age of Legends. Back then there was an elven council who ruled over the land, and Aranex had defied them. There was a great struggle between them, and Aranex was banished to the void. The story, of course, is much more complicated than that, but those are the important points. The void is where people go when they are banished. Don't ask me about it. I don't know what it's like. In fact, no one knows, because no one has ever come back from there. I don't know as much about the history as others. The Panari religion is very concerned with Aranex. The prophecy of his return comes from them. If you have questions about it, they have temples all across Arcanum. Any priest would be able to give you the particulars. Vendigroth. I know that the Vendigroth wastes are to the northeast, and that Vendigroth plays a part in the Panari legends of Aranex. There's been debate as to whether it was an actual city or merely something symbolic. It would seem that the Dark Elves and this Conwa might have found something there. All right, but return soon. We still have much to discuss here. Yes, perhaps it would be better if we spoke later. I tire quickly of your company. Return when your mood improves. Yes, I believe we need to speak on this. Where were we? Yes, fine. Maybe we can actually speak civilly to one another. Where were we? You did. And what did she tell you? That's very, very odd, because Nasruddin has been dead for more than 2,000 years. Yes, it would seem so. Yes, I know, at least that's the story. As I've said, I don't know the details. Yes, it is very strange. My recommendation is that you travel to Caledon. There you will find the first temple of the Panari and perhaps some more answers. Good luck. I hope this turns out well. For all of us. I've much to take care of here in Kantara. But my best wishes go with you, as well as my thanks. I hope this turns out well. For all of us. I was hoping you might offer. I do have many responsibilities here in Kantara, but I think my place is with you. This matter affects all of Arcanum and the elves more directly. Yes, I will go with you and do what needs to be done, if you will have me. And it will be my honor to be associated with someone of such obvious courage and integrity. Shall we? Yes, it is very strange. My recommendation is that we travel to Caledon. There we will find the first temple of the Panari, and perhaps some more answers. Yes, I did. This matter affects all of Arcanum and the elves more directly. Where else would I be than where I am most needed? Of course. I'd love to join you. And you would have me? Then let's go face whatever is out there together. Who's in charge? How dare you? I am the daughter of the Queen of the Elves. I take orders from no one. You will do well to have me in your party. Yes, as equals. Then you'll have me, friend. Then let's be off. I'm anxious to do what needs to be done. Really? I see. Well, good luck on your quest, friend. I hope this turns out well. For all of us. Was there anything else? I've much to take care of here in Kantara. Wait. There's something wrong here. You're different. You've dealt with them, haven't you? The Dark Elves. I can see it. You've agreed to help them. I can't believe this. I thought you were different. Make your choice right now. Are you with us or are you against us? Choose now. Fine. I believe you. But you must prove to me that you have no alliance with the Dark Elves. Go kill Mingarad and come back. Now! I'll speak no more to you until you've done this. Don't return to me until Mingarad is dead. I will tolerate no evil in Kantara. You will die here today. And I don't know you. You wouldn't understand my true name. You may call me Raven. Save your compliments. My name is unimportant, but you may call me Raven if you call me anything. If you must. I'm sorry, but I'm very busy right now. I may have time to speak with you later, but right now I have business to attend to. Unless, of course, you'd like to help. All right. There is a group of humans camped not far from here. The place is called Falcon's Egg. I'll mark your map. It is elven holy ground. Do you understand? Wait. Special land. It's very special land to me. Okay? Yes, yes. You need to find out why they are there, and then you can make sure that they leave. But This is very important. You cannot raise a hand to them. There are spirits there, and they will do bad things to people who are violent to other people. Do you understand? Don't hit, okay? Don't hit. Thank you, my simple friend. Here's where it is. Be careful and come back when you've done this. I told you, we need help at Falcon's Acre. Will you do it? You must take care of the humans at Falcon's Acre. Then come back to me. I didn't say it would be easy, but you'll have to figure out a way to get rid of them. Don't hit them. Very good. Thank you very much. Now how can I help you? A dark tale full of pain. And it would seem that the blame lies with us, the elves. I'm sorry, but there are no elves here with that name. Normally I'd allow you to speak with my mother, but I can't have someone in your mental condition speaking to the Queen of the Elves. There is one possibility. I'm sorry, but there are no elves here with that name. Normally I'd allow you to speak with my mother, but I can't have someone in your mental condition speaking to the Queen of the Elves. There is one possibility. Mingarad might be a dark elf. You might want to find the dark elves and see if this Mingarad is among them. The dark elves are different from us. They are bad. Think bad thoughts. I don't know where they are. They are hidden from us, even from my mother. I'm sorry, you're on your own in finding them. Wait, I may have a clue. Many years ago, there was a man who came here looking for the dark elves. He was a human, very intelligent and a bit overdressed. His name was Renford A. Terwilliger. I don't know where he is or what happened to him, but if you can find him, he might know something of the dark elves. I don't know, but I would start looking in the major human cities. Return to me if you find the village of the dark elves. I'll be very interested in knowing if they're actually behind any of this. Good luck. I wish I could help you further. Find Renford A. Terwilliger. He may be in one of the larger human cities. Good luck. Congratulations. Perhaps your mental state isn't as much of a hindrance as one might think. And did you find Mingarad? You got no information in the village. You'll have to return when you have something more. Go back. Find Mingarad, or something that will help us find out exactly what's going on here. Good luck. Interesting. It seems that the Black Mountain clan was banished in order to help Aranex weaken the wards. He's really coming back. We elves are a magical race, and wise to the ways of ruin and prophecy, but I never really thought... Regardless, we must act. When you left to find the Dark Elves, I spoke with my mother, the Silver Lady, about you. She said that if you returned, it was very important that you speak with her. Yes, the Silver Lady. Go to her. She's just beyond the large door behind me. Be very direct. Ask her what you're supposed to do next. Hopefully she will have the answer we need. Return to me when you have spoken with her. Her? She was a woman? It's a pity you took care of it yourself. I would like to have met this Mingarad. No matter. What did she say? Aranex. Did you say Aranex? Aranex is an old elf, my friend. An old elf who was banished, sent away many years ago. It seems that he is coming back, just as the prophecy said. If you have more questions about him, go to any Panari temple. The priest there can help you. Forget it. I'm sure you'll figure it out. I know, but you must go speak with my mother now. Come back when you're done. You did? And what did she tell you? Your answer is with Nasruddin? Very strange, my simple-minded friend. Nasruddin has been dead for more than 2,000 years. Yes, I feel the same way. I would recommend you begin your search at the first temple of the Panari in Caledon. They will have more information about Nasruddin and Aranex than I. Good luck and good journey. My heart and spirit go with you. Yes, I'm sure you will. Remember, go to the first temple of the Panari in Caledon. There you will find more information about Nasruddin and Aranex. Good luck. So, a murderer I see before me. My own. And you have the audacity to call me back? I reside now in the lands of my mother. You hold no power over me. You know I cannot. But I have no intention of helping you any further. I can wait here for a long time. And why should I answer, Elf Slayer? No, forgive me. Please, ask your question. Seek the one I love, murderer. Seek the one I love. You've dealt with them, haven't you? The Dark Elves, I can see it. You've agreed to help them. I can't believe this. I thought you were different. Make your choice right now. Are you with us or are you against us? Choose now. Fine. I believe you. But you must prove to me that you've no alliance with the Dark Elves. Go. Kill Mingarad and come back. Now! I'll speak no more to you until you've done this. Don't return to me until Mingarad is dead. How may I help you? Then I will do my best to answer. Yes. What would you like me to do? I'm ready to leave when you are. Yes, I'll wait here for you. But try not to keep me waiting for too long. What? Well, I suppose the decision is yours to make. Good luck to you, wherever your journey might take you. Greetings. What brings you back around? Just stopping by, or was there something in particular? I go nowhere with the dark elf woman. If she's with you, then I am not. It's as simple as that. I'm sorry, but you have no idea what their kind is capable of. Think about it. Everything that has transpired has been brought about by the evil of the dark elves. She is a dark elf, and that is all that is important. Has she not lived with them, been taught by them? You cannot trust her. She will turn on you. She serves only her own ends. Look into her eyes and tell me it is not true. Yes, you're right. I might be able to overlook the fact that you consort with such trash. Was there anything else? Well, I suppose. Yes, of course I will join you. I knew you'd see the error of your ways sooner or later. Shall we go? You have the nerve to return to me after making me wait all that time? I will not be treated so. You might as well just turn around and go back to where you came from. Yes, I will journey with you. But if you ever treat me that way again, well, the next time it won't go so well for you. Isn't this Tarrant? Renford used to tell me about it and asked me to come and visit him here. Isn't this Tarrant? Renford used to tell me about it and asked me to come and visit him here. Of course, I'm very glad to be here with you. This is Caledon. The first Panari temple is here. If we seek answers about Nasreddin, then that is where we should go. This is Caledon. The first Panari temple is here. If we should seek answers about Nasreddin, then that is where we should go. I've heard a walk along the ocean front is breathtaking at night, and I can't think of anyone I'd rather see it with. If only there wasn't so much to do. Yes, of course. So foolish of me to waste your precious time. It won't happen again. You're making it difficult to keep to the task at hand. You and I will have to return here when our journey is complete. We're in the caverns of the Wheel Clan, home of the king of the dwarves. I don't especially like dwarven homes. They're so restrictive. I feel so closed in. And as you probably know, there is no love lost between the elves and the dwarves. We are creatures of magic, and they, well, they're dwarves. This is Fable Tula, the city of mages. It's a beautiful city full of wonder and magic. Simeon Tor is the master mage here. Perhaps we ought to seek him out. This is Fable Tula, the city of mages. It's a beautiful city full of wonder and magic. Simeon Tor is the master mage here. Perhaps we ought to seek him out. You know, this is truly a wonderful place. Even more so because you're here with me. And you always say the most wonderful things as well. Let's get back to the task at hand. This is Sanang, home of the Dark Elves. Their very presence repulses me. Let us leave this place as soon as possible. I believe this is Blackroot, a small fishing town on the eastern coast. I don't know much about it, I'm afraid. I believe this is Blackroot, a small fishing town on the eastern coast. I don't know much about it, I'm afraid. I've been thinking about you. I mean about us. After all this is over, I mean. Oh, nothing. It's just that, well, I really enjoy your company. Perhaps we might spend some time together once we've taken care of things. I mean, only if you'd like to. Oh, I see. Sorry I brought it up at all. Let's get moving. I agree, but I really would like to have that talk. You make me very happy, even in light of all that stands before us. Thank you so very much. I think this is the ruins of Old Vendigroth. There have always been rumors and legends as to its existence, but I've never thought to actually see it. This is a dark place, an evil place. We should do what needs to be done and leave here as soon as possible. Thanatos, the Island of Death? I know very little of it beyond its reputation. I recommend that we be very cautious. Thanatos, the Island of Death? I know very little of it beyond its reputation. I recommend that we be very cautious. And you, stay close to me. I won't let anything bad happen to you. Aranax, a very powerful elf from the Age of Legends who seems to be coming back from the void. That, and he seems to have taken an extreme dislike to you. Aranax, a very powerful elf from the Age of Legends who seems to be coming back from the void. That, and he seems to have taken an extreme dislike to you. Of course, he'll have to go through me to get to you. Nasreddin, he was the leader of the Elven Council during the Age of Legends. And since my mother said that your answers lie with him, I recommend we find out as much about him as possible. The Ring of Broadgar is the place where Aranax was banished to the void. The stones in the ring itself are the wards that hold him there. It is an old place, but empty. When you're there, you can feel the emptiness that the banishment caused. I can't say that I know anything about this place. It's like nothing I've ever seen. So strange and so still. I've not felt the wind at all. And there's no sun here. Where does the light come from? As if time itself had forgotten it was even here. Kurgan. Only that he was the first dark necromancer and that he was banished because of it. It seems that he's finally going to exact his revenge, and only we have the power to stop him. I, for one, am ready to do so. I know, my love. I know. That's a foolish question. You're going to turn off the machine and go to bed. I mean, the game's over. There's nothing left to do. Good night. This journey isn't turning out at all like I'd planned. As a companion, I may have chosen you unwisely. I must say, however, that a good drink of elven spring water always helps me to see things in a different light. Yes, I suppose you're right. Perhaps I was being a bit testy. Let's continue on. Ah, yes, that's much better. I have to admit that I'm in much better spirits. Thank you. Good. And I hope it's sooner rather than later, my friend. Well, if that's how things are going to be around here, I can't say how long I'll be journeying with you. I'm sorry. I didn't want this to happen. I'm trying so hard to be strong. I don't know. I've never really had to face what I feel about all this until right now. I'm not afraid. I know that we have the strength to overcome Aranax when the time comes. It's just that, well, it's you. I guess I shouldn't say that I'm not afraid. I am afraid. Afraid of what I feel. For you, I mean. You see, not long ago I'd have given my life 1,000 times for my people with no thought and no regret. But now, here with you, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said anything. You never told me what happened to Renford, but I know he's dead. Because humans have so little time. So you see, even if we survive, I have even greater pain to face someday. I'd rather face Aranax and all of his dark legions 1,000 times over than ever think about that pain. You don't understand. I was so hurt when I found out that Renford was dead. And you're human as well. So you see, even if we survive, I have even greater pain to face someday. I'd rather face Aranax and all of his dark legions 1,000 times over than even think about that pain. I don't know what to say. My heart tells me to run as far and as fast as my legs will carry me, but I cannot. For as long as the trees stand strong and the wind sings among them, I am yours. I will always be yours. No more words. We have so little time, let us not waste it. I see. I'm sorry I said anything at all. The words were wasted on you. Let us be gone from this place. What? I don't understand. Oh, I see. You've clearly shown me what's important to you. I'm sorry I said anything at all. Let us be gone from this place. Yes, I think that would be best. If you do, oh, forget it. I'm sorry, I didn't want it to be this way. Let us be gone from this place. It's you. I guess I shouldn't say that I'm not afraid. I am afraid. Afraid of what I feel. For you, I mean. You see, not long ago I'd have given my life 1,000 times for my people with no thought and no regret. But now, here with you, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said anything. I've never felt this way. There has never been anyone in my village who well, I don't know, I'm making such a mess of all of this. I just wanted you to know that when we fight Aranax, that I won't be fighting for Kintara or Arcanum or even for myself. I will fight for what I will have when I come home. Do you understand? By the blood which flows in my veins, by the elven magics older than love itself, I pledge my heart to you. I am yours. I will always be yours. Was there anything else? Yes. Let's do so. Yes, I think it's time we return, my love. As if I'd leave you now. Together we will face whatever is to come. I'm sorry. I just need a few moments alone. And greetings to you, King Logair. I didn't think you'd have recognized me. I don't believe we've ever had the pleasure of making one another's acquaintance. Yes, our peoples are very different, King Logair. But in the name of the Elves of Kintara, I apologize for any wrong done to you in our name. And I grieve for your lost people, as if they were my own. Virgil, perhaps you ought to keep your voice down with our new friend here. Yes, I also know someone like that. She used to tell me about a great man she once knew. She told me that he taught her a great many things, that he was much like her own father. I will pass on your greetings to her. It will make her very happy to know you are here among us. Greetings, Nasreddin. What? Sir, I recommend that you show a little more respect to the great elf who saved this world. You are entitled to your own opinions, but I suggest you keep them to yourself. Are you trying to provoke me, old man? Because I can tell you right now I'm in no mood for it. One more comment like that about Nasreddin and it will be your last. Do we understand one another? Really? And who was this girl? Was she elven? Greetings. It's a great pleasure to make your acquaintance. Hello. How can I help you? Greetings, stranger. What is it you need? Ah, it's wonderful to see you again. Hello again. It's so very good to see you. Ah, yes, you again. How can I help you? May I offer you my healing skill? I'm finished now. We elves are fairly open-minded, but manners are manners. Try to cover yourself next time. A barbarian in the trees of Kintara? There's a sight we don't see every day. Greetings. We elves are used to the ways of magic. Your companions will surprise no one here. Do you think such an appearance will get a reaction here? The elves of Kintara have seen it all, I'm afraid. Looks like you've been playing with magic. And you're not doing so well. The elves of Kintara are used to magic, but we also don't like to be tricked. Show yourself next time, please. You're a disgrace. You're bothering me. What do you want? What do you want? Again, what do you want now? Perhaps I didn't make myself clear. I don't like you. It's been a while since we've seen this magical affliction. You'll draw some laughs here in Kintara. I'm sorry, but I'd never follow someone as evil as you are. No. I'm afraid I just don't like you very much. Goodbye. I hope we see one another again. Goodbye and good riddance to you. Of course. I'll do that right away. No, I won't do that. Ouch! Be careful, I'm on your side, remember? Wow. I've never seen such a skillful blow. Perhaps combat isn't your strong point. No, you already have too many companions as it is. Sorry. But you seem to be lacking leadership qualities. I'm sorry, but I think you'll need to see some more of the world before I join you. Ah! Leave me alone. Excuse me, but perhaps you'd let me do that. Don't do that. We mustn't fight among ourselves. I can't believe you'd have me attack such a good-hearted person. This person is from Kintara. I demand you stop right now. No, this person is my friend. You must stop this right away. Excuse me, but if you continue on this evil path, then I will be forced to leave you. Perhaps you are not the person I thought you were. I hate to say this, but I find myself liking you less and less. If this continues, I'm afraid I'll be leaving. Ah! I've been badly wounded. Please, my friend. I need healing. Thank you so much for bringing me back, my friend. I hope someday to return the favor. That sounds splendid. Shall we? Greetings to you. Was there anything else you needed? Oh, it seems that I've crossed over to the other side. Please bring me back if you can. Our task is not yet done. Thank you for resurrecting me, my friend. Hopefully I can repay the favor.